there's always two sides to a story. I know yesterday I was talking about how YouTube is easy. There's always two sides to a story. There's always a different perspective. There's always somebody else who is facing something else, or maybe dealing with something else on a different day. Like myself, like there's some days where I personally feel like it's easy, and there's some days where I feel like it's not. And today was one of those days where I felt like YouTube was not easy. I decided to myself, I was like, yo, I'm about to get ready for work. I just had a workout, and I was like, yo, I wanted to talk to y'all. And I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube talking about how YouTube is easy, but there is a lot of aspects that are, kind of not discussed when it comes to the how can I say this? How difficult YouTube is. And for a lot of people, it comes natural, but for a lot of people it doesn't. And there's gonna be some days where, like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, where it feels like you're just stuck. Like you may have writer's block. You may feel uncomfortable talking about a specific topic. Like, this is uncomfortable to me, And I watched a lot of videos all over the internet on YouTube for the most part, obviously, that were discussing how easy it is, and it is. It is if you're motivated, and you have the drive, you have the ideas. There's a lot of things you could do to make it easy for yourself. And to be honest with you, and I'm gonna apologize, I'm filming this off the phone before I go into work, so if you hear some noise and stuff like that, I'm doing this right on the front facing camera of my iPhone. And I'm not gonna edit this out. I'm just gonna just roll with it. But to be honest with you, there's some times where it feels like it's easy, and there's some times where it feels like it's hard. And today is one of those days. Like, today is definitely one of those days where I'm like, I wanna come up with an idea for something, but then I kind of get stuck. But I don't want to lie to my audience and say, it is easy. There are some easy days. There's some hard days. Comment down below. We are already 2 months into the new year. Let me know how you feel about, your YouTube journey if you started it in January. But to be honest with you, there's some days where it be hard. There be some days where it's hard. And I don't wanna fake the funk where there's not hard days. It's easy because we have the phones that are capable in our pockets. It'd be easy because we could talk about our life. It'd be easy because we could talk about our struggles. We could talk about things we don't like. We could talk about things that, that we're going through. And that could be like that could be a virtual diary for your life, your story, your journey, your grind. What are you trying to do? And to be honest with you, hold on, let me get you in my other hand real quick. To be honest with you, it's easy in that regard. But for somebody like myself, who's like introverted and has this feeling like, I can't talk, my voice is not heard, my opinion is wrong, it'd be hard. And there'd be some times where, I'm be honest, like when I first like started this journey in January, I told the audience, that I was gonna go all in on the YouTube. Like I said, forgive me, I got an airplane. I'm up here on the roof, and I'm just using my iPhone. Let me know how it sounds, yo. I was telling myself, my audience, I was gonna go all in. I was gonna post. And to be honest, there's some things, I'm still camera shy. Like, me doing this right now, there's mad houses around me. There's people probably in these buildings that could see me filming on my phone. And to be honest with you, that's the hard part. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's easy on certain days. It's easy on days when you have the ideas flowing. It's easy, you know what I'm saying, if you copy and paste somebody else's idea. And I understand that, you know, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? I understand we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. And to be completely honest with you, there's a lot of ways to do one thing. And you know what I mean? So obviously you may have a different spin on something like that. And I'm not trying to come at nobody. I swear this video is just about myself. It's not about anybody else. I'm just telling you, like, it's there's ways to do things. And you know, sometimes you get stuck. Like for a little while I was stuck. I was like, yo, like how I'm gonna come out with an idea, you know, ever so often. And then I had to, you know, there's some weeks and days I have ideas flowing and I'll be like, damn, this shit is easy. It's easy. It is, because we have the capability of doing it because we have said devices. But the grind is hard. And I'm gonna talk to y'all like the grind is hard. There's gonna be friends, family members, people that you don't even know that is just not gonna mess with you. They're gonna be like, yo, this ain't it. And that's fine. That's where the grind comes in, where it's like, you gotta be like, yo, forget it. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do it how I want to. And that's the hard part, the grind. You know what I'm saying? Waking up and grinding. Because you got a whole lot of other stuff going on in your life. You got a whole lot of other stuff going on in your life. You got friends, family, you got work, you got outside problems, and then, you know, you got kids, you got responsibilities, and then there's YouTube. And it's like, that part is hard. That grind part is hard. Y'all forgive me, because I don't have a tripod, and I'm trying to make sure I get this done. I want to get this off my chest. That part is hard. That part is hard. The part where you have everything else going on in your life, and you got everything else going on in your life, and you're trying to do a video. You're trying to do videos. You're trying to be there for your community. You're trying to show up for everybody. That's the hard part, the grind. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all feel me on this and y'all been there, just tell me how you overcame it. I guess how I'm trying to overcome it is I'm not gonna keep it to myself. I'm gonna talk about how I feel when I'm you know, in some videos, of course, I'm gonna talk about how I feel. And I'm just gonna show up for myself. I'm gonna show up for myself. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be some moments where I'm not gonna want to grind. There's gonna be some moments where I'm gonna have a video edited and I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna doubt myself. So YouTube is hard. It's not easy. You know, it's like juggling another job. You know what I'm saying? But the point of all this is like, you don't want to make it a job. So hence the reason I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna use my phone. I used it yesterday for the last video. And it actually felt great because I just walked away, uploaded the video, and didn't have to worry about editing. I didn't have to worry about scripting. I just talked about how I felt, and it felt so easy. It felt like natural. It felt like I was talking to y'all directly. And I'm gonna probably keep doing that for a little while. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get rid of my Osmo Pocket 3. I love that camera. But when it comes to making content and stuff like that, I feel so, like, how can I say this? Like, comfortable just talking about how I feel and putting it out there. And you know what? That's it. Once I hit send, it's done. But YouTube, you know, going back to what I was saying, YouTube is not, yo, y'all gotta forgive me. My arm is getting tired. I got this pea coat on. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. YouTube is, like I said, it's a grind. There's gonna be some hurdles. And I know I talked about consistency before, right? It's tough when you have all those things in front of you that I mentioned prior to be consistent. It's tough when, you know, you got your self-doubt, you got people doubting you, you got work on top of that, and you got those problems. And I don't want to make this too negative. But you got all those other problems going on, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes time after you took care of everything else, you dealt with everything else, you finished everything else, and then all of a sudden you you have the time to put the camera down. You can't, because you're just so frustrated. You're so you know, I'm telling y'all, yo, buy a selfie stick, y'all. Just buy a selfie stick or buy a tripod. My arm is killing me, but I'm gonna get through it, y'all. You got everything else going on in your life. You got everything else happening. I'm telling y'all, it's tough when you actually have that moment to sit down and film and edit and do whatever it is. Something may get in your way. You may be too tired. There's so much stress in you. You know, there's so many things going on, and that shit is hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to want to be able to sit here with a straight face and be like, "What up, y'all?" No, it's not. It's hard, and the consistency you can beat. You can beat this with consistency and grind. If you're consistent, even though you don't want to, and you show up, it's gonna be hard. YouTube is gonna be hard. It's gonna be a long journey. It's gonna take time. You're gonna get people that are gonna subscribe. You're gonna get people that are gonna unsubscribe. You're gonna get people who are not gonna like your content, and that's fine. But I'm gonna tell you something. The fact that I could say to myself, I spoke how I felt, and nothing got in my way, is beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing. It is gonna be hard, but the fact that I could say to myself, I did it my way, and I said what I said, and there's gonna be a lot of people that, you know, they ain't gonna fool with you. I'm telling you, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. It's hard, but I know y'all great. I know y'all great. I know y'all good. Y'all got this. I got this. We got this. Anyway, just just do it anyway, man. Even if you don't want to do it and it's hard, just do it anyway. That's what I gotta keep telling myself. It's not always gonna be easy. It's not. Anyway, I gotta get to work, man. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Y'all made it all the way to the end. Drop a like on the video, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all be good. Peace.